Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on Power BI. In this video, we are going to talk about DAX operators and DAX functions. So let us quickly get into it. What is DAX? DAX, the full form of DAX is Data Analysis Expression. DAX is a language which uses operators to create expressions that compare values, perform arithmetic calculations, and even work on strings. There are different types of DAX operators. The four major type of DAX operators are arithmetic operators, comparison operators, and logical operators, and the text operators, or you can also call them as string operators, which are used for concatenation of strings. So let us deal with them one by one. The arithmetic operators in DAX. There are five major arithmetic operators, that is the plus sign that is used for addition, minus sign which is used for subtraction or for giving sign to a particular digit or number. The asterisk is used for the multiplication arithmetic operation. Forward slash is used for division and getting the quotient of the division operation. And the caret symbol is used for exponentiation. That means for showing powers and doing calculations in the powers. The next type of operators in DAX are your comparison operators. The comparison operators are used to compare two different values. So the comparison can be done on the basis of equal to. There is one more operator which is called as strict equal to. Then we have greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to, and not equal to. All these are comparison operators which are used to compare different values to each other or compare different fields to each other. Then we have the concatenation operators. The concatenation operator is basically used to join two or more text strings and then finally give an output into a single piece of text or a string. The ampersand operator is called as the concatenation operator. The ampersand operator connects, or you can say that it concatenates two string values and produces a single string value. Then lastly, we have the logical operators. There are three logical operators: and, and logical operator, or logical operator, and in. So basically logical operators are used to combine the expressions and get a single result. Normally, you can say that this is one expression, region equals to France, this is one expression, and biker equals to yes is another expression. The first expression, region equals to France, can either evaluate to true or false. In the similar manner, the second expression will also evaluate to either true or false. But if you want to get combine them, you can use the AND operator. Now, after combining them, this will either yield true or false. This will also either yield true or false. And based on AND operator, both the expressions return, the combination of both the expression will now yield the final output, that is the single result of both these expressions, either true or false. Similarly, with the or operator, also we will get the combination of your two or multiple expressions and get the single result as true or false. Now, moving on to the next part, that is DAX functions. A DAX function is a predefined formula which performs calculations on values which are provided to it in form of arguments. The arguments in a function need to be in particular order, that can be a column reference, numbers, text, constants, and other formula or function or any logical value such as true or false. Every function, every DAX function performs a particular operation on the values that are enclosed within the arguments. We can use more than one argument in a DAX formula. Any DAX function always refers to a complete column or a field or a table. The DAX function provides us the flexibility to create a formula that is applied row by row basis. DAX functions have a category which is known as a special category which is known as time intelligence functions. These time intelligence functions are used to calculate time and date ranges and periods. So, let me tell you more about different types of DAX functions. The major types of DAX functions are date and time functions. The date and time functions carry out calculations on date and time values. The data type of these values is known as date time data type. The second type of DAX functions are time intelligence functions that I talked about earlier. The time intelligence functions are used to evaluate values over a fixed period such as days, weeks, months, quarters, years, etc. Then we have logical DAX functions. Logical DAX functions are used to evaluate an expression or argument logically and return true or false if the condition is met. If the condition is met, we get the true as the final output. If the condition is false, then we get, if the condition is not met, then we get the false as the output. Moving on to the next DAX function, next type of DAX function, that is mathematical and trigonometrical function. The mathematical and trigonometrical functions in DAX are used to perform all types of mathematical functions on the referred values. Then we have statistical functions. These functions are used to calculate statistical and aggregation functions on data values in a DAX expression in Power BI. Statistical functions are one of the most important types of and most widely used functions in Power BI for creating different business and financial reports. Then we have the text functions. The text functions are very similar to the string functions of X that we used to use in Excel. These text functions are used to evaluate the string values. For example, finding the length of the string, concatenating the string, and so on. So, with this, we come to the end of this video. Thank you for listening.